So what if you have an Audi E-Tron GT 2022 and you have some questions about the car? You have a lot of features to the car that not too many people know about. There's not that many videos out there about this car. What if you have all these questions? Well, you answer them yourself. That's what we're going to do today. I'm Brian and you're watching Everything Else. What if you were in a car, brand new car, and you had some questions about the car? What if you just started taking that list of questions and started trying to answer the question? What if a what if sign popped up every time you did that? So we're going to answer some of those questions today. I have a bunch on a list. And oh yeah, by the way, we're in an Audi E-Tron GT, a 2022 all-electric performance car. So I have another channel where I talk about Teslas a lot, and I do this on there as well, where I take a bunch of questions and I just do them. I answer them because there's only one really good way to answer a question, and it's to try it out. So I have a few things on a list here, and one of the questions is, what if you ignore Audi Pilot? You know, it's a lane assist, I think that's what they call it, but I think it's funny because Tesla calls it autopilot, and it's really just lane assist. But so in the Audi, I'm dubbing it Audi Pilot. What happens when you ignore it? You know, on a Tesla, if you ignore it, it goes crazy. It beeps like crazy, and you can override it a little bit, but we're gonna see what you can do in this car. All right, so we're on a country road, not too many people, there's no one behind us, there's really no one on this road, but I'm gonna put it into Audi Pilot. I mean, it's just lane centering is what it is. It drifts a little bit. I don't fully trust it as much because I don't have that many miles on it, but there is, you know, some safety features to this. There's no camera or anything watching my eyes. It does say right on the screen, take over. It wants me to do it. It has a little display up there, and if you just move the wheel a little bit, it will kind of go away, but there's just a sign at this point. There's no audible noise or anything like that. That was the first audible noise, and the hands turned red on the screen. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of going off the road a little bit. And now, whoa, it's tapping the brake. It tapped my shoulder. Oh my gosh, it tightened super tight. Holy crap, this is definitely getting your attention. The seatbelt went super tight. It came to a complete stop, and the hazards are on right now. Actually, that is really nice. Wow, it put emergency brakes on because the brakes were clamped tight on the back. That was not a typical, that wasn't typical brakes. That was pretty aggressive, way more aggressive than what Tesla does, and I think I like that a lot better. That was pretty amazing. That was actually really cool. The next what if is, can you open the doors while you're driving? And this may seem kind of simple, but you know, a lot of cars have electronic door buttons now, and they disengage when you're driving. Is it the same for the Audi e-tron? We're on a straightaway here. I'm going to open the door, and you can open up all the way. So you can. What if answered? And now it locked itself. So what if you come to a hill? Does this have hill hold? Does it roll all the way back? Since it doesn't have one pedal driving, does it fall back? Whoa, it doesn't fall back actually. It went right into hill hold as we went down the hill, because this is on a hill, and it just hit the brakes as soon as we did. Now we can power up. We can power up out of that, and then as soon as we let off and we start to roll backwards, it goes in park. You don't even have to do anything. You don't even have to apply the brake to do this. Now, you can apply the brake and push harder, and it will go into a hill hold situation, so you can take your foot off the brake at a stoplight, because this does have creep mode. Like a normal automatic car, this will have this has a creep feature. So really cool. I'm glad it just stopped like that. Doesn't roll back. Doesn't allow it to roll back. Really cool. The turning radius is amazing on this thing. All-wheel steering. That was a tight-ass turn. Very tight turn. So what if you're on the highway? I tried to put the camera right next to my head here so you can see exactly what I see. What if you're on the highway and you want to use Audi Pilot? How do you engage Audi Pilot? So right over here is a button to turn on Audi Pilot. And right up on the screen there, or on the windshield, you'll see two little lines. When those are green, that means it's engaged, but you need to pull back to put it in cruise. And you can just push up to set speeds, You might be able to see the heads-up display there. It shows a car, that we're tracking a car, and it's lane centering with the two little arrows there. Now if you let it off the wheel like before, you have to move the wheel just a little bit, but it shows you on the heads-up display. It's really nice. It shows you what the speed limit is and the speed you're traveling. What if you want to change lanes in Audi Pilot? Well, you check your mirrors, no one's there, you put your turn signal on, and you start moving over. And the cool thing is, once you get over and you get centered again, the lines turn green and you're in autopilot. You're in Audi Pilot again. You don't have to do anything else. It automatically engages back into Audi Pilot, and you're fine. You can do this. You can do this again. You can change lanes again. It's going to slow down for that car, and as soon as we're engaged, once the car gets centered, it's going to engage back into Audi Pilot, and you're good to go. Now you do have to keep your hand on the wheel. You should be paying attention anyway. You shouldn't trust these robots to drive you yet, and it's pretty nice. So what if you were parking somewhere and you needed to know where the curb was exactly? So say you put it in reverse. You know, yes, you have a backup camera, but you also have a 360 camera. This isn't the 360 camera. You can click on the 360 camera and you can see all around the car. You can actually move and see how close you are, and zoom in, see how close you are to the curb. And it also beeps. They all just show a gray car and with the RS wheels, but you can actually move this around, and as you're driving, as you're pulling forward, the wheels move and everything, so you can see how close you actually get to things. I think that's one of the really cool features of the Audi E-Tron GT. A lot of Audis have this, not just this particular car. But then if you wanted to, you can actually slide this out and see the different views just by doing this. And also if you go into the cameras, you can see a bird's eye view, front view, all the cameras set up. There's a front camera right on the bumper, so you can see really close to everything. Really nice, getting really close to a curb. I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions or want me to go into more detail on these items I put in the video, leave a comment down below, and I can do maybe a whole video on the Audi Pilot, quote, Audi Pilot. Maybe do more testing with the automatic stopping. Some really cool features in this car. There's a lot more to tap into, and if you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. That's why I didn't ask in the very beginning. I hadn't earned your subscription at that point, and hopefully I did at this point. Please subscribe to the channel, tell your friends about it, share this, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. My name is Brian, and this is Everything Else.